Verb tenses are essential for indicating the time of an action or state in English. There are three main tenses: present, past, and future. Each tense can be further divided into simple, continuous, and perfect forms. Let's explore each in detail. Present tenses. Simple present. Used to describe habitual actions, general truths, and facts. It also expresses scheduled events in the future. She plays the piano every day. Present continuous. Present progressive. Used to describe actions happening at the moment of speaking or temporary actions in progress. They are playing soccer in the park. Present perfect. Used to express actions that started in the past and continue into the present, or actions that have just been completed. He has finished his homework. Past tenses. Simple past. Used to describe completed actions or events that happened at a specific time in the past. She walked to school yesterday. Past continuous. Past progressive. Used to describe actions that were ongoing in the past or interrupted actions. They were watching a movie when the power went out. Past perfect. Used to describe actions that were completed before another past event. I had already eaten dinner when she arrived. Future tenses. Simple future. Used to express actions that will happen in the future. We will go to the beach tomorrow. Future continuous. Future progressive. Used to describe ongoing or temporary actions that will happen in the future. At 3 p.m. tomorrow, I will be working on my project. Future perfect. Used to express actions that will be completed before a specific time or event in the future. By next month, they will have finished the construction. Each tense is formed using different auxiliary verbs, also called helping verbs, and the base form or past participle form of the main verb. Understanding verb tenses allows you to communicate about past, present, and future events accurately and effectively. Regular and irregular verbs are two categories of verbs based on their patterns of forming the past tense and past participle. Let's expand on each type. Regular verbs follow a consistent pattern for forming the past tense and past participle. To create the past tense, regular verbs typically add ed to the base form, infinitive, of the verb. To form the past participle, they also add ed. The regular verbs are easy to conjugate because the same rule applies to all regular verbs. Examples of regular verbs and their conjugation. Base form, infinitive, play, watch, dance. Past tense, played, watched, danced. Past participle, played, watched, danced. She played the piano yesterday. They have watched the movie. Irregular verbs, on the other hand, do not follow the typical ed pattern for forming the past tense and past participle. Instead, they have unique and irregular forms that must be memorized. Some irregular verbs have entirely different forms for the past tense and past participle, while others undergo vowel changes or have the same form for both past tense and past participle. Examples of irregular verbs and their conjugation. Base form, infinitive, go, eat, swim. Past tense, went, ate, swam. Past participle, gone, eaten, swum. He went to the store yesterday. She has eaten breakfast already. It's important to note that there are many irregular verbs in the English language, and some of them are very common, such as be, have, do, and say. These verbs have irregular forms in both the present and past tenses. Examples of irregular verbs with common use. Base form, infinitive, be, have, do, say past tense, was, were, had, did, said. Past participle, been, had, done, said. I was at the party last night. They have finished their homework. Knowing the difference between regular and irregular verbs is essential for conjugating verbs correctly in different tenses. While regular verbs follow a predictable pattern, irregular verbs require memorization of their unique forms. Regular practice and exposure to different verbs will help you become more proficient in using both regular and irregular verbs accurately in English. Modal verbs are a specific group of auxiliary verbs that express a range of meanings related to ability, permission, possibility, necessity, and obligation. They are used alongside the base form of the main verb, infinitive, to add various nuances to the sentence. Let's expand on each modal verb and its common uses. Can, ability, used to indicate someone's capability or permission to do something. She can play the guitar. Could, past ability or polite request, used to talk about past ability or to make a polite request. Past ability, when I was young, I could swim very well. Polite request, could you pass me the salt, please? May, possibility or permission, used to express possibility or to seek permission for something. Possibility, it may rain later. Permission, may I use your phone? Might, slight possibility or polite request, similar to may, but expressing a lower degree of possibility or making a more tentative request. Slight possibility, she might be coming to the party. Polite request, might I borrow your pen for a moment? Shall, future intention or offer, used to express future intention or to make an offer. Future intention, I shall call you tomorrow. Offer, shall I help you with your bags? Should, advice or obligation, used to give advice or indicate a duty or obligation. Advice, you should get enough rest. Obligation, he should apologize for his behavior. Will, future intentions or predictions, used to express future intentions, make predictions, or offer to do something. Future intention, I will visit my grandparents next weekend. Prediction, it will rain tomorrow. Offer, will you join us for dinner? Would, polite requests, preferences, or hypotheticals, used to make polite requests, express preferences, or talk about hypothetical situations. Polite request, would you please pass me the sugar? Preference, I would like to have tea instead of coffee. Hypothetical, if I won the lottery, I would travel the world. Must, necessity or obligation, used to express strong necessity or obligation. Necessity, you must submit the assignment on time. Obligation, he must follow the rules. Modal verbs can be quite versatile and can change the meaning and tone of a sentence significantly. Mastering their usage is important for effective communication and conveying different nuances in various situations. Subject-verb agreement is a crucial grammatical rule that ensures that the subject and the verb in a sentence agree in number. In English, this means that a singular subject must be paired with a singular verb, and a plural subject must be paired with a plural verb. This agreement helps maintain sentence clarity and grammatical correctness. Let's expand on subject-verb agreement in various contexts. Singular subjects with singular verbs. When the subject of a sentence is singular, referring to one person, thing, or entity, the corresponding verb should also be in the singular form. The singular form of the verb typically does not have an s or s ending. She plays the piano every day. The cat meows loudly at night. Plural subjects with plural verbs. When the subject of a sentence is plural, referring to more than one person, thing, or entity, the corresponding verb should be in the plural form. In most cases, this involves adding an s or s to the base form of the verb. They play soccer in the park. The cats meow loudly at night. Indefinite pronouns. Some indefinite pronouns can be either singular or plural, and the verb must agree with the meaning of the pronoun. Singular, someone is at the door. Plural, some are waiting outside. Collective nouns. Collective nouns can be either singular or plural, depending on the context and how they are used in the sentence. Singular, the team is playing well. Plural, the team are arguing among themselves. Compound subjects. When a sentence has more than one subject joined by and, the verb should be in the plural form. Sarah and Tom are good friends. Cats and dogs chase each other in the park. Special cases. Indefinite subjects. Some sentences start with there or here, followed by a verb. In these cases, the subject comes after the verb, and the verb agrees with the subject, not there or here. There is a book on the table. Here are the keys you were looking for. Intervening phrases. Sometimes, phrases or clauses come between the subject and the verb. The subject-verb agreement should still be based on the subject, not the intervening words. The boy, along with his friends, plays soccer. Maintaining proper subject-verb agreement is essential for clear and grammatically correct communication. Errors in subject-verb agreement can lead to confusion and misunderstanding in writing and speech. Always ensure that the verb matches the number of the subject to create coherent and well-formed sentences.